All right, so you are warmly welcome to part 2 of this video where we try to do some few editing of the data that we have captured into the system. And we believe that at the end, you will be able to capture your data accurately and also be able to fix all the challenges that you have with it. Remember, from Tech for You G Consulting, and this is a 90 days Excel skills mastery challenge, and we are in day 7. That's a continuation of what we started in day 6. So let's move on. Now that we have captured all the data from the previous session, let's look at how we edit the data that we have. So we have seen that the name is not showing fully. So like I said, you can use the bar here, double click, put your cursor on and double click to show it more in it. Now, let's zoom into the action. The thing is that Excel has a way of treating each of the records or data that we've typed inside. And we have text data, we have number data, we have currency data, and then we have other forms of data. But if you type a text data, Excel have what we call default alignment. Alignment is the position of the text within the cell. It can be aligned close to the left border or close to the right border or be centered. So when you type a text in Excel, it automatically moves to the left border, telling you that what you have typed, Excel is reading it as a text. So this particular one, Excel is reading it as a text. So the ID here is a text because it has a text strings and then a number. So Excel is reading it as a text. The name is purely text, so it aligns to the left. The mail that we type is a text, is aligned to the, but dates, level, amount, they are all numbers. So Excel will automatically align all numbers to the right border. But if we look at our date, it is aligned to the left border. What it tells you is that Excel is actually reading this data that you have captured as a text, even though it's supposed to be seen as a date. And so there is a potential challenge with it that we must fix it. How do we fix this error? We fix error by comparing what we have typed, the arrangement of the date we have typed, to the arrangement of our computer system. Now, if you want to look at the computer system, go to the lower right corner of your monitor, computer screen, and then you will see that your date is captured down here. So when you look at this particular one, it is day, month, and year. That is what is captured, day, month, and year. So that is the same way you have to, it is month, day, and year. What I have here is month, day, and year. And that is exactly how you have to capture it into the cells that you are capturing. But what I did here is the day, month, and year. And so once I put day, month, and year, Excel is confused because we don't have 21. It's trying to compare it and read it in the memory of the computer, but we don't have 21 months. So it is not recognizing the text I have typed inside as a date. It's recognizing this data or record as a text. So to fix it, it means that you must follow the same format. So how do we fix it? You can select the cell and go straight to the formula bar and then click inside and your cursor will be blinking. Use your arrow to move to the direction you want to fix it. So we are bringing the 21 inside, and then we are also changing the month to 5th. Once we fix it to the screen, the system date, automatically it aligns to the right. It tells you that now Excel is seeing it as a date. Now the program is a text aligned to the level, is a number aligned to the right. Currency is a number, so aligned to the right. So how do we determine the balance? So we will come back to look at it. The number, the phone number we typed is also not showing. So we just stretch it to cover the phone number. But we can see that our 0 has disappeared because Excel is treating it as a number. And 0 doesn't start, our numbers does not start with 0. So Excel takes it off. So there's no true 0 beginning the number. So Excel takes it off. There are potential way to solve this one. The first way to solve it is that if we want to still type the 0, you type the apostrophe and then you bring the 0. So there is an apostrophe effect, which tells Excel that you want to see this number in it as a text. So once you hit enter, it automatically moves to the right. That is the apostrophe effect. Now, the other effect is that you can select the area you want to format, and then you go straight to your home tab, and under number formatting group, you click on the small arrow and then you choose custom. Now choose the first 0 and enter 10 digits 0, because our phone numbers are 10 digits. So we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means that you are telling Excel that that cells will take a 10 strings. And whenever the numbers are not up to 10, bring 0. So you hit OK and then you solve it. So when we type the number 05449876 and then 54, it's 9 digits. But when we hit enter, automatically we keep the 0 and make it fine. I like the second one to the first one because it makes my template neat. But the first one will keep this green at the tip corner here on all of it, and your template will not look new. So you would want to, if it's a standard template, you'd want to adapt to the second one by going into the home tab and the number formatting, hit straight to customs, and then select the first 0 and type 10 zeros to keep it in 10 digits format for you. So that is how we have edited all the numbers. Now let's determine the balance. So we are writing our first formula. The balance can be determined by using a formula. So we are writing our first formula, which is to write any formula in Excel, you start with equal to sign. Then you select the cells, and here we are going to subtract what you have been paid from the tuition. So we select the cell, and then we select the cell that contains what we have paid, hit enter, and the balance is calculated for you. So here we spelled the tuition wrong and we need to correct it. So what I'll do is that I'll use the F2 key so that my cursor will be blinking inside, and then I'll use my arrow to move it. Then delete what I have there and correct it. So TUITION, tuition, and then I have it corrected. So this is how we can correct our formatting that we have. So now we can quickly type the second one, STU 100 002. Then it is Ama Sewa. We are supposed to go female, use the tab key, and because we have done this date of birth, we do it correct. Then we go nursing. Ama is a nurse, and Ama will be in level 200. Ama's fees is 5,200, and Ama has paid 5,200. So the difference is going to be go up, copy, come down and paste. So Control C, Control O, and then Ama date is there. So this is how we capture the remaining records. I want you to look at what we have done. You can pre-format all the phone number area so that when you go in, you can just type the number and it will automatically pick for you. So pre-format all of them to 10. And then you hit OK. You can also copy your formula, Control C, select all the area you want to type the data, and then you do Control V to paste all of them. Then the last one we look at is that we want the currency to look currency. So we select all the area for the currency, and then we go to the home tab and the normal formatting. Then we click the comma style to put it in currency. We are already showing that it's Ghana cedi. So this is nice. I want you to go through and then you complete the entire data set and then hit for us. So that brings us to the end of the part 2 of the data entry. Kindly fill all the data that we have to 20 and meet me in part first as on the 8th day, where we would use this data to begin our formula writing in Excel. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. Don't forget to check the assignment in the description, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell so that whenever a new video is uploaded, you can also get it and do it. Thank you very much. Stay tuned and let's meet in day 8. Thank you.